welcome in everybody. My name is Letiredd, content creator over on Twitch, and today we are going to react to another Star Citizen, whatever they call it. Is this an ISC? I guess not technically. It's a behind the ships, sorry. Star Citizen behind the ships, Argo Atlas GEO. So I've seen a few things floating around about the GEO. There's another ship that's, well, this isn't a ship, this is a mech, but there's a ship that came out called the Golem from Drake, which is a tiny miner, or a starter miner. Which is kind of interesting. I thought the Prospector was a starter miner, but hey, maybe I got it wrong. And so yeah, this one looks kind of cool. I know people have been testing it out in PTU, so I'm curious. And I haven't watched this yet, as usual. So let's figure it out. And let's just jump right into it.
The Atlas is a power suit that assists players loading cargo into their ship with a tractor beam.
So it's supposed to work as a cargo carrier in your personal hangar to move giant boxes around. Now we are introducing the Atlas GEO, and that is a mining mech.
The GEO's beam.
So yeah, real quick, the mining, I think the hand stuff was pretty tedious and not as fun. I think the rock made it a little better, but honestly, I've never spent too much time in a rock. I've recently gotten back into mining with the mole and the prospector, and that was cool. I think this kind of stuff where it's gonna maybe help you get into caves and not be so lost in caves struggling to get around, that this will be cool, because I heard something about jump jets. I want to see if it's true, so let's keep going.
Is a vehicle mining beam.
But with the press of a button, you can reduce the power to fit the expected power of an FPS mineable. The GEO does not have the regular tractor beam, it only comes with the mining arm and the mining laser. But the biggest improvement, or the biggest addition that the GEO will have, is a giant backpack.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's like one of the regular cargo boxes. You can just pop it in, and it'll fill it with ore as you mine.
And it's got a little multi-tool storage on the bottom, where you have your multi-tool, mining gadget, and the big FPS tractor beam.
You can also bring...
That's very cool. That is very cool. Being able to put stuff on it, have it kind of act like just a regular box, or like a, whatever they call the mining bags. That's pretty cool. This does look pretty awesome. I was kind of hoping for them to mention something else, but let's keep going.
Spare containers, so once the container on your bag is full, you can then detach it and replace it with a new one.
That's cool.
But the most unique thing about the GEO is a new functionality: jump and hover.
This is what I want. Oh, more of this.
So the jumping is my favourite bit of it. It lets you jump quite high. You've got to charge up the jump first, of course, but then you can leap quite big distances.
You can enforce the jump or simmer down the jump or the landing process by firing the thrusters.
You can press space to jump and keep pressing space or hold it to give a thrust and kind of fly.
While you're in the air, you can maintain a small hover. You can adjust your aiming as you're landing. If you get stuck in a ravine or something, you can jump out to escape.
It's hilarious. It's fun.
We also did some...
That does look super fun. I think that's awesome. So far, no cons to it as far as I can see.
updates to the existing Atlas. So it has now a health bar integrated into the frame, so you always see the health status of your Atlas. It also has a battery slot now, not used as of now, but will be used once the engineering gameplay comes in. And apart from that, we did some tweaks to the animations. So there are some death animations that we now have.
We've added some small thrusters that allow you to land a little bit more gracefully when you're falling from a cliff, or when you jump out of a ship, or falling from a greater height. I'm a vehicle artist, but I love big robots just as much.
It's much smaller than the Rock, so you can compact it back in the cargo bay of a bigger ship much easier. I personally enjoy it more because it's a big stompy robot.
So we hope that you are excited for the new Atlas GEO. We are really happy to give it out the way it is right now. It gives us also some opportunity to revisit some of the FPS mining and RC mining. And we are happy to continue developing or continue improving or expanding on the Atlas going forward.
They never have funnies anymore. Yeah, it fits in a cutter, which is cool. It means we're a step closer to the true Atlas. What was the name of the suits? The military version, the shoot people version. I forget what that one was supposed to be called. Titan suits. There you go. I think that's what they're called. No, anyways, something suit. But I think this is good. That's awesome. I mean, I'm not going to put any money on it because I maintain that the list. I just can't keep dumping money into a game that's not really working. But besides that, everything that they're concepting and things that are coming out look very cool. It's always the problem of, will it work in game? How long will it take for them to iron out the bugs? But besides that, objectively, as just a mech suit, it's awesome. I mean, I like that kind of stuff. I love Gundams, all right? I love Gundams. Gundams are cool. I totally realized my camera's so fucked. It shouldn't be where it is. Anyways, I'm going to move it after. Love Gundams. I love the idea of big mechs. I love Mech Warrior. More mechs, please. And the base Atlas is getting jets as well. That makes it even better because it needs it. I think the base Atlas is already really cool, to be honest. And you can use that as support for almost anything. You know, at least cargo related. Even mining, you can use it to swap bags and stuff like that. But I think it's nice to see these variants coming in. I don't think it's should be a priority. I know these are separate pipelines and things are developing, so that's fine. I understand it's not the same team responsible for fixing stuff in the game. But again, I go back to the point of this all looks very cool, and you know, looking at it, yeah, it's awesome. I want to try it out, but I'm not going to pay for it with real money. I'll wait for it to be purchasable in game. If you're a sub, you'll probably have access to it. And we'll see how it feels in game and if it actually works. If it means they're reworking some of the handheld mining stuff, I'm actually totally for that. Absolutely. Because I liked it more the old way, when you aimed down sights and did it instead of the new way. Not a huge fan of that. Feels a little bit more awkward. Maybe it's just because I'm too used to the old way of doing it, but I don't know. I feel like hopefully they keep tweaking the experience, like he said, like Thorsten said, you know, improving and making it better. I do hope that's the case. But all right, thank you for joining me for this react. It was a short one this week. And yeah, tune in next week for another one. Thanks for joining me, everybody.